Hi, Charlie. So I've got a couple of questions for you about esports. One, how long have you been doing esports for?
Oh wow. I've been doing esports pretty much since the COVID pandemic ended. So about 5 years.
About 5 years, okay. And was that like something you always wanted to do, or was it just kind of it happened? You stumbled into the competitive scene in it.
No, it wasn't always what I wanted to do. My undergrad, it was game design here at LTU, and then my last year of my undergrad was the first year of esports here. After that, that 1 year of like doing both, I just decided I enjoyed doing the esports stuff a lot more than game design, so that's why I'm here.
And when you joined esports, were you always good or constant improvement from there on?
I mean, I was alright. Obviously, I'm a Smash player. I'm also the Smash coach for LTU. I would say I was good, not as good as I am now, but like we've had the same game for so long, so it's just all about keeping at it and like taking healthy breaks from it when you don't enjoy it, because that can happen. So just everything in moderation.
So everything in moderation to avoid burnout,
Yes.
because too much can be bad.
Oh yeah, absolutely. What a lot of people don't realize is that hobbies are supposed to come and go along your life. Like I'm not that much older than y'all, but it's just one of those things where if you don't realize that and keep trying something that you just don't like, you'll just grow to despise it even more.
For what you see as a coach, do you see like huge gap, like huge strides in improvement, or little steps? And how do you go about improving those odds?
Everyone's different, honestly, and people like to categorize like people into groups. So there's like O2ers, mid-level, higher level. Whereas in my head, I like thinking every individual person is their own level, because like there's really no way to describe or to get through to people about like how good you are. Other games may have like their ranking systems, but for Smash we don't. So it's all about like really like what value you see in yourself. Like you're only as good as you think you are.
Let's go.
What an angle.
Nice.
What an
Finished it?
angle.
Good stuff.
It's kind of a mental gap, like not gap, but kind of block.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All esports, not just Smash, are about mental blocks. Like the other games, like they're a lot more like team focused, like all at once in communication and all that. And not having proper communication can create a pretty good mental block. Whereas with Smash, for instance, it's all about like yourself against the opponent. So it's in my opinion, I would say it's a slightly heavier mental block, because it's all about like you really think everything is your fault when in reality it's we're all a team, and if one of us fails, we all fail. If one of us succeeds, then we all succeed.
Okay. For esports tryouts, how do you go about like preparing for those, making sure people know about it?
For tryouts or people interested in joining our team, we host them about like once a semester, or like official tryouts. Where for Smash Brothers, we're kind of different, because we host free events on campus every other week. So those are if someone was interested in joining Smash Brothers specifically, I would point them to that, because those are basically like training grounds for where we can see talent. Like a lot of our team from the past years have been solely from those who come to our free tournaments.
Off of that, has it ever been difficult choosing specific people from tryouts or from the tournament?
There were candidates who I wanted, but it was time conflict, or they weren't wanting to put in all of the like requirements that we have for all of our esports athletes. So we're just like any other athletic team here on campus. So it's a big undertaking, and if you've never been on a esports team or just like athletic team at all, it can be a lot at once.
What kind of support does the school give to the team? Any equipment, anything thing in particular, or is it just kind of we have the name and you have it now?
I mean, it's a little bit more of the latter, honestly. Just like any other athletic team, we get a budget, and what we do with that budget is up to us within reason. You know, if we have to do like bigger purchases, then we have to go through the proper channels. Yeah, I think that's about it, without saying too much or being too. All right, next question, please.
What is the biggest difference between playing for a team and playing online or solo?
The social aspect, absolutely. Smash is a very social esport, you know. Most of our competition is in person, you know, like the traditional tournament style. And that's like the biggest difference, whereas you can get very good by playing online, but you're losing one of the most important parts of like being part of like a team. This is gonna sound really cheesy, but it's like we're family, you know.
Being a part of the community
yes,
is important.
Community.
Do you do anything to like help you get in the zone or like focus on what's going on, task at hand?
For in the zone, so a lot of the times I'll know my opponent's character before fighting them. That's like I feel like one of the most important things about Smash is like knowing what I'm going up against.
Right.
So it's about like, do I know the matchup? Is this a good matchup or a bad one? So if I have to fight against certain characters, do I feel good about it or not? And just because like a matchup may be good or bad, that doesn't really dictate the outcome. If both players are at like an equal level, it can dictate the outcome. But again, it's all about like you and how you approach it. Like if you go in thinking you're gonna lose, then yeah, you're gonna lose.
Right.
Do you have any kind of mantra or advice for someone who's interested in joining any form of esports team? Mantra, saying, advice, like some cheap Hallmark line?
I mean, back to what I was saying earlier, you're only good as you think you are. So if you think you're dog water at the game, then
You're dog water at the game.
I mean, so again, back to that saying as well as it's the mental. Like if you feel like you can be on the team and like add value, then we would love to have you. And I feel like everyone has it in them, and if they want to do that.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, thank you for doing that.
All right, we're here with Braylon. Braylon, what did you think of Charlie's coaching throughout your match?
Oh, Charlie's a good coach. He knows what's up. He knows what to do, and is good at making adjustments during the match.
He definitely noticed a lot of like bad decisions we were making and how we were doing the same decisions over and over again, even when it bit us in the ass. But
Charlie's coaching is, I do think he's a very good coach for Super Smash Bros. He's helped me a lot when I'm feeling like, you know, I play Piranha Plant. He's known as bottom 8 character. Charlie's lifted me up a lot.
All right, Charlie, what did you notice about your coaching throughout that match?
I was trying not to like talk too much while they were playing, but like in this type of game, it's kind of necessary in order for them to adapt properly, because if they don't know how to get around like certain tactics or like moves, then I have to be like, hey, try doing this, or hey, I noticed you kept doing this, let's stop that.